Hey y'all, I am back and today I have another clinic day, and this morning I was about to get ready and I said, why not share why I kept my medical tape? So, a lot of you may know I do still have my port and my trifusion line. My port is, let me see if I can feel it. My port is here and my trifusion line goes into the under the skin and goes up to the jugular basically. So this line is very important to keep it dry and protected. So when I had just my port, I would use my press and seal and my numbing cream before I go into clinic. I would put some numbing cream on it and put my press and seal over it. And by the time I get to clinic, it would be a little numb, so it wouldn't be that much of a hassle for them to access my port. So now that I have the trifusion line, before I get into the shower, I want to protect this from getting wet. I want to protect all of this from getting wet. So without showing y'all too much of my business, I wanted to just kind of show y'all that I would use some of this press and seal. And what I would do is, this is perfect to get somebody who's going through cancer treatment. Get them some press and seal, okay? Get them some press and seal, a blanket, and a cup, because they're going to need to drink a lot of water. So, here's my press and seal. I would usually do like a bunch of layers. And sometimes I would even fold my transfusion line up. Now, just imagine this without my shirt, y'all. So, I would... It don't want to cooperate now. So it will stick to your skin. So before you get in the shower, you're going to do this about, like I said, sometimes I would do this like 3 times, and I would do it in different directions. Just imagine my shirt is not there. And then I already did one going up and down. I would do one going to the side. It doesn't matter how messy it is or whatever. But y'all get the point. I would put press and seal around my bandaged, or what do you call it, the dressing, and I would kind of fold this upward when I do it. It's hard to do it with the shirt to show y'all exactly what I'm talking about, but I think y'all get the gist of it. I would fold this like this and put some press and seal on it, and it could be messy, it could be however you want, as long as it don't get wet, okay? And then I would use some tape, the medical tape, tear off about 4 pieces of it, and I would tape, of course it would be a longer piece of tape. I would tape one side of the press and seal, the top of the press and seal, wherever the bottom part of the press and seal, and I would tape this side of the press and seal. So if you are an inpatient, or if you are around your nurses in the infusion room or whatever, if they don't have any more of those covers, I wish I could show you the other cover, but I think I ran out. That's why I started back using my press and seal. In the hospital, they give you this plastic covering where you could just take off the edges and it'll stick, and that'll protect you when you're taking your shower. But if you're at home and you've ran out of those coverings or whatnot, this comes in handy. So please make sure you grab one of these. If you're at the hospital, they're going to throw it away anyway once you leave out of the room. If you're on the bone marrow unit like I was, once you leave out the room, they sanitize the entire room and they take everything out of the room. So ask your nurse if you can get this so they won't make a mistake and throw it away before you're discharged. Grab you one. Some nurses maybe even will grab you an extra one if they understand what you're trying to do. Just let them know, when I get home, I want to make sure I can cover my line or my port or whatever the case may be. You make sure you put the medical tape at the top, the sides, and the bottom, and then press it for a little bit to try to make sure it's sealed in. It still may get a little wrinkled up, wrinkly dinkly or whatever. Take a quick shower, and if you're like me, I have a handheld shower. I have one where I can use the handheld, or I can use the whatever. But anyway, use the handheld one and try to shower as best as you can going around that area. Because this is really just to protect you from direct water. But you really don't, You don't want it to get damp at all. So try to go around that area as much as you can. But like I said, if you know somebody that's going through any type of cancer treatment, this press and seal, my sister said my thing always be backwards. But y'all get what I'm saying. Press and seal, it comes in handy for everything. When you have your port, when you have your trifusion line, if you're trying to cover any type of line, any type of, some people actually go home with a IV thing, or like I had, what was it called? I forgot what I had in my arm, but if y'all been following me, y'all know I had a line in my arm when I was inpatient. Some people actually go home with these lines, so you could just wrap your press and seal around it, put a little medical tape around the sides or the edges or whatever the case may be. That helps to keep it in place. Take a quick shower. Try not to hit that area, whatever area you're protecting from getting damp. Try not to hit that area with the shower. Last but not least, when you're taking a shower, try not to use any perfumes or scented soaps. Try not to. I know it's hard once you get used to it, but you don't want to cause any type of situations. So if you are like me, I went through leukemia, so they already watch your skin a lot because they're watching for any bruises, any marks, anything that might come up that give them an inkling that something may be wrong. So you don't want to start using something different or using something with perfumes in it and it causes you to have a reaction. So try to use a soap that is dye-free, perfume-free. I think I showed you guys in one of my videos the soap that they gave me in the hospital, but I no longer use that one because I ran out. What can I say? I'm clean. But anyway, so I use a antibacterial soap that is dye-free and perfume-free. And I think Dove is a good one also because it doesn't have some of the things in it. And I moisturize with straight up Vaseline. But that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. If you know somebody who's going through a treatment, this is perfect to get to just stick in their bag or whatever, or just to take over their house. If you really feel like you don't know what else you could do for them, get some press and seal. If you know anybody with some medical tape, get some medical tape. That would help them out tremendously. And like I said, water bottles are always a plus. Water bottles and blankets. I don't know about nobody else, but sometimes I'm cold, sometimes I'm hot. It kind of fluctuates ever since I had my treatment, but now I get hot a lot. Well, that's the old me, so I guess I'm getting back to my normal self now. But anyway, until next time, if y'all have any questions, leave them down below and I'll be sure to try to answer them as best as possible. Once again, this is my situation. I was battling leukemia. I went through chemo, radiation, total body radiation, and a bone marrow transplant. So your situation may differ from mine. Always ask your doctors, always ask your physical therapists, your nurses. Your team is there to help you. So always ask them. And if you have any situation that pops up, fever, headache, dizziness, skin rashes, anything that pops up, always tell your team. Until next time, gracias por ver. Thanks for watching. Adios. Bye.